Okay, so here's me rather breathless entering Oldcastle Cemetery, which is the resting place of my sister Fiona's remains, and in 3 months it will be 3 years since she was found unexpectedly dead. I've brought my red setter with me, and I don't mean any offence to people whose dead are buried here. I'm often remembered that, once they're buried, they're gone. It's only their physical remains that are here. I remember the stallions. My younger sister hired, can't remember if it was 2 or 4 black stallions to escort Fiona to her burial ground, and I basically ran away for I didn't consciously run away, but I thought to myself, Fiona's last wishes were that she would escape back to the Isle of Wight, having given up on the illusion that coming home to Ireland was the answer, but she didn't make it back to the Isle of Wight. So those are the hills of Meath, and I'm going to walk round to my sister's grave, which has neither her birth date nor her death date correct, and I'm going to try and focus. I feel like I'm back in Ireland, and even if I needed time to recoup, that I owe it to myself and to my sister to try and get to the bottom of this mysterious death. Right, so there's our family grave plot, owned by my mother, but superbly prepared to house both her and my father when the time comes at Fiona's expense. So what you're going to do? But Fiona's listed on this stone. I don't know what the stones cost, but I tell you they're very expensive. Fiona's birth date is listed as the 14th of July 1956. My younger sister Anne-Marie claims that was a mistake, and of course we all know her birth date was the 16th of July 1956. Allegedly, exactly to the hour, to the minute, 11 months before I was born, in RAF Vegberg, a military Freemasonic constructed a hospital, thrown up in 111 days. I say thrown up, but it was built to exact Freemasonic sacred geometry, proportions, probably on ley lines too. Now it also shows Fiona's death as she's listed as Marion Fiona Power, but she was always known as Fiona. Her death is listed on this very expensive stone as the 2nd of May 2015. And I posted a video about the discrepancy between real times of death and coroner listed times of death. I posted it in my group on Facebook today called Mind Control, Social Engineering and Diabolical Experiments in the UK and US. And it's a video by Jake Morphonius, because Stephen Paddock, the alleged Vegas shooter, is listed as dying on the 2nd of October. Although if he is dead, it's almost certain that he died on the 1st, and Jake Morphonius explains, why those discrepancies occur. I argued at the inquest, such as it was, that rigor mortis would indicate that Fiona died on May Day, which I believe she was possibly a May Day sacrifice to my father was possibly, utilised to do one more kill. Despite his age, I think he's now 92, going to be 93 in July. But 2 or 3 days before Fiona's death, the health service in England tried to fire her. She had been whistleblowing on a psychiatric consultant in Greater Manchester. And since she started to whistleblow on him, she was absolutely tortured at work. And then she was finally on the sick with work-related stress mostly, also some physical ailments. We both suffered hugely in our childhood, and it takes its toll on the physical body. But the one that finally... I'll turn this round and talk now, I've shown you the grave. The one that finally put one of the nails in the coffin, as far as I'm concerned, is the new GP in Oldcastle, Dr. Paula McKevitt, who steadfastly refused to sign Fiona's monthly sick note for work-related stress with Greater Manchester Health Service. And, besides causing Fiona huge additional stress, besides aligning with my younger sister and my father, who were trying to make a very strong case for Fiona's just an old alcoholic, don't listen to anything she says, her testimony's not credible, and Paula McKevitt went along with that and tried to bully Fiona by refusing to sign her work-related stress sick notes in the last couple of months of her life. My father actively prevented her from flying to the UK to have her own GP, who was very familiar with what she was going through. Her own GP would have signed her documents, no problem. But my father kept, I believe, drugging her, stealing her money, stealing her cash cards, gaslighting her, and generally just preventing her from travelling. She said that to me. I'll just give you the view again. If I've got the sun in the right place. Beautiful mountains of Meath, hills really. And then maybe I'll turn this, although I look slightly... Never mind, I look like it's not bad. Okay, let's see, do we turn it there? No, seems not. So let's see if we're still recording. I think we might be on pause. Sorry about this, guys. I'm going to check with my bad eyesight. Yeah, we're on pause.